Hey Libra, thank you so much for joining me here at Major Arcanum. I've already pre-shuffled the cards so that we can get started right away. This will be a love reading for the upcoming week from when you get this message. And as usual, I'll place your person's cards on my left, yours on the right, mutual cards in the center. So I know, some have said that the volume is too low and why am I whispering and all that stuff, and it's none of that. It's just tarot isn't my full-time job, right? I work in a totally different industry, and I'm a professional, and I just do this to improve my public speaking skills. So that is the reason I've not really invested in this. I've not invested in better equipment, none of that. So that is the reason for anybody wondering. But of course, if you are unable to hear, but you're interested in a reading, just reach out and, I'll do one for you. Whatever, it's no big deal. Of course, it would be around my work schedule, so just keep that in mind. And I do it on a donation basis. I don't charge a flat fee because, as I mentioned, this is not my primary job and not my primary function. So, I want to get started on your reading, and your person's cards are on the left, yours on the right, and as I mentioned, the mutual energies are in the center. For your person, the Ten of Cups, this card represents happiness, right? It's wanting to feel fulfilled in your life, in your relationship, in all areas and in all aspects. So the Ten of Cups, this is on your person's side of the position of where they stand. And I feel that they're trying to achieve fulfillment. They're trying to achieve a happy everyday life, trying to find contentment in their life and their relationships. So it could be a situation where, they've found their match. They want to start a family, blend families, things like that. Seeing potential in this connection and wanting to see how things develop. The Ace of Swords. Yeah, it's almost like they want to confess something to you. Ace of Swords. It's they had a breakthrough or some kind of aha moment of this connection. Like, oh, you know what? I really could imagine the rest of my life with you, and I really could see us building this future together. So it's some kind of enlightenment that they've achieved, and now they want to convey it to you, because Ace of Swords, sword energy, is communication, something they've not told you before, right? So, and I feel that it revolves around the future, building this foundation with you. The Emperor card, very, very self-assured of what they want in this connection, of what they want in this life. I feel like this is somebody who won't take no for an answer. So if, for example, this person wants to get married and you're like, yeah, I want to get married too, but maybe the timing at which you two want to get married, it could be different. It could be that the different levels of, or the different stages of career advancement could be different. This is an Emperor, so it could be somebody who's established already, who's ready to settle down, ready to take things to the next level, where you might feel like, I still have things I need to accomplish first, right, before I do all that. And so I feel that there might just be a different level of what's the right word? Different levels of, or different pace of which you two want to move or progress things. So the Queen of Swords, your back is toward this connection. And so to me, it just means that you might have a focus on something else, right? The Queen of Swords could be that you've known it all along where you want to go in this relationship, and you've been waiting for this person to catch up, right? To catch up in their feelings. So Queen of Swords, you're kind of like, well, when I was ready, you weren't ready, so now you got to hold on, right? And that's kind of like Queen of Swords, kind of a less tactful approach. You might not say things very diplomatically, which is, uncharacteristic of a Libra, but I sense there might be maybe a little bit of frustration that, they took so long to get to the level that you're at as far as the commitment or the relationship. They took so long, and now you're like, well, pump the brakes there, buddy, because I have this, and this to do first now, right? So I feel that you're just kind of letting them know where they stand in your in your list of priorities or responsibilities at this time. So Ace of Pentacles, though, look, two aces on the spread, right? And the position of how you view each other. So Ace of Pentacles, a new beginning of stability, right? Being reliable, being consistent. Maybe this person was inconsistent before, but you know, I feel that they were building something. With this pentacle energy, it's like they needed to get something first. Maybe it was like a promotion. They needed to get to this boss status. They needed to raise their finances. They were maybe trying to start investing, or whatever the situation is, building I feel like a financial, to be honest, a financial foundation for their future. Now that they're at a, I'll say, comfortable position, they're like, okay, the next step for me is fill in the blank, right? But that's not the logical next step for you. So might be a little bit of like butting heads between the two of you. You both want the same thing. The pace at which you want it is just different. So 9 of Cups, you're almost there. We have the 9 and the 10. Things are progressing, right? But this 9 of Cups is one of contentment. You want the same thing, as I mentioned earlier. You want that happy everyday life. You want the marriage. You want the you know, to start that family or build or blend that family, 9 of Cups. But at this time, feeling content in your life. I've got things in play right now. You know, let me finish this and then we can talk about that. So that's kind of this energy here. 7 of Swords. It's not sharing one's, honestly, I feel like it's not sharing one's no, it's not feelings. It's not sharing the same opinion, honestly. You two aren't sharing the same opinion, again, as far as pace or timing on how things should progress. So I feel that might be what the situation is, causing a little bit of friction between the two of you. But one thing about it is now it's causing a little bit of doubt. Knight of Wands, a little bit of indecision. This is back and forth. This is communication. I feel like your person is undeterred about wanting to convince you, like, now is the time, this is it, let's do it. I feel like your person isn't backing down, right? They want to convince you that their way of doing something, whatever it is, if it's buying a house, if it's getting married, if it's starting a family, or whatever, they're undeterred about trying to convince you because they know what they want. So I feel that it's going to be like conversations back and forth between the two of you, like, we should do this now, and now's the time to move, and now's the time to do this, and now's the time, you know. Meanwhile, you're saying, well, let's think about this, right? And let's be a little bit more logical about our process. So I kind of feel that's what's going on. You both agree, but don't agree on the timing. So let's pull 2 more cards. Let's see what the supporting messages are for you in the upcoming week. When you meet your soulmate, you'll feel calm, no anxiety, no agitation. And the next one, you're spiritually connected to those you love. So I wish you so much luck in your situation. Thanks for being here with me, and take care. Bye.